Hi guys. So a lot of the podcasts I listen to have Casper as a sponsor. They do this kind of, I call it like a hybrid mattress. I don't know if that's the right term or not. The ones that have kind of your regular mattress at the bottom and then the foam, sort of memory foam layer on the top. And they've been sponsoring for a long, long time. And recently I thought to myself, oh, maybe I'll treat myself. Maybe I'll get myself a new mattress. The mattress I had is very old. I don't even know who the original owner was. I didn't buy it. I don't know how old it could be. Not a particularly good mattress. Does the job. I don't have problems sleeping on it, but I just thought, well, I might treat myself to a fancy mattress. So I did a little bit of research, and actually, it's not just Casper, obviously, that do these things. I also found Premier Inn. I'm sure it's Premier Inn do one, which kind of surprised me a little bit. I just think of sort of budget, cheap hotels for them, but they do their own special mattress at about £500. They're all around about £500 for me for a double. Premier Inn actually do a collection. They take away your old mattress as well, which seems actually like quite a good idea. So I've had to bag mine up. Luckily I've got a friend that can get me mattress bags. Thanks, Tom. I've bagged mine up and it's up in the garage, but I really don't know how I'm going to get rid of that. It won't fit in my car. We'll see. Anyway, so Premier Inn was an option, and Casper obviously, and Sleeping Duck, as you can see, are the ones that I went with. So I chose them just because there was some really good feedback on a forum I use. A few people saying they love their mattress, they're really pleased with it. So it was Sunday the 24th. I was on their website. They had an offer in September, save £50. So it's normally $550 for a UK double. It was down to $500. You can both pay with PayPal. I had some money knocked around in my PayPal account, so I've only really paid like $450. Well, obviously 50 from the PayPal. It counts. It's real money. So I ordered that on the 24th. It said on the website that they were out of stock and the next ones were due in October 6th. But then on the Thursday, the 28th, in the evening, I got an email saying, your mattress is coming tomorrow. All right, okay. Obviously, no one was home, so the guy was ringing me when he got here. Tufnells they use. I said, all right, it's all right, I'm not there. I'm going to be there on Monday. That's my day off. Come back then, which they did. So it's quite a large, hefty box. The delivery guy asked me to help him carry it in from our site, which is fine. It's not a problem. But it is, just be aware if you've got to lug it upstairs or anything like that, it is quite heavy. You might need some help. I'm reasonably big, and it gave me a sore back, if I'm honest. So just bear that in mind. As you can see, the box was actually a little damaged. There's a bit of a gap in through the top there, but not particularly worried. The mattress itself inside is very well wrapped up with plastic, kind of shrink wrapped in. And actually now, knowing how big the mattress becomes, it is kind of impressive. They can vacuum pack it into such a tight, solid packet like it is. So first task, obviously, get it up onto your actual bed in place. And following their instructional video, I'm cutting along the one side, being very careful not to cut the fabric. Then you go halfway, spin it around, and then cut into the other side, and it will at some point, it kind of pops out, and that's it cut. Now I'm just going to let you hear the sound of the air. Kind of fun. I thought, look how thin that is at the moment, and again you'll see later on, well, you've seen it already, how thick it is, a good sort of 30 centimeters or so. It is quite impressive. It comes from only a few centimeters deep initially, and so then begins the task of cutting away all of the plastic. And it was at this point that I realized, hang on a second, this thing's upside down. I'm sure in the instruction videos they don't have to worry about that. They literally cut it open, it rolls out the side it should be. Anyway, again, you might want someone to give you a hand, but you want to flip it over, obviously, the right way around. And then I carry on with getting rid of all the plastic. It is, like, as I said, it is very well wrapped. So there's quite a bit of plastic to get rid of. stripping it away. There's a lot more on one side than the other for some reason. There's also, as you can see me smelling it there is a slight chemical smell to it. I think it's a slight chemical smell. There's a bit of a smell to it, put it that way. Not a bad smell necessarily. There's a kind of a almost slightly damp feel on the top foam bit initially. But then they do say leave it for 3 hours, which is what I did. Didn't really, I was going to think to do like a time lapse almost. But it didn't really look that different. So here's me Egyptian cotton sheets from John Lewis, fitted for deep fitting, I should say, or deep fitted. I was a bit worried they didn't look big enough, but actually fitted perfectly. So really quite pleased with that. All was then left was to stick me pillows and duvet into place. So I've slept on it 3 nights now. They say it takes a bit of time, 48 to 72 hours for the bed to kind of settle, I suppose, in some way. So I don't want to rush to judgments. Interestingly, my first thoughts when I first lay on it were, wow, this is quite a firm mattress. I went for the medium option. You can get a hard version. In fact, there's a zip that goes all the way around the edge. You can see at the top is where the zip starts. You literally can unzip it and change it over. They do that for you free in the first 100 days. There is a 100-day guarantee I didn't mention. If you don't like it, within 100 days, you just ring them and say, no, I don't want it. They'll come and take it away. You get your money back. So when I first laid on it, I was a bit surprised how firm it was. I don't know what I was quite expecting. It was almost a little, I don't know, like maybe I was expecting to be kind of engulfed in, like I'm laying in a cloud or something. It was quite firm and, oh, okay, a little bit of a surprise really. But actually, as you lay there, you can feel it kind of just forming round you, and it does feel nice. It does feel supportive. It does feel really comfortable. And I think I notice it most. I often wake up at kind of 5 in the morning, and this was one I was hoping maybe a more comfortable bed means it wouldn't happen, but I think actually it's more about I just get hungry and my stomach wakes me up. But that's when I notice it the most, actually, when I wake up at that time. I go to the toilet, wherever I come back and I get into bed and I just think, oh, this is so nice and comfy. And I think it's a bit easier for me to drift back off to sleep again. So it is very comfortable. It is very nice to sleep in. But I'm a stats kind of guy. I wanted, well, how can you measure a mattress? And then I thought about, well, every night I clip my step counter gets clipped to my pillow, because the Xiaomi app will kind of monitor your sleep, and it tells you it tells you what time you go to sleep, what time you wake up, how much deep sleep and how much light sleep you had. I thought, oh, well, maybe there's something in that could be useful. And I was quite surprised to see some of the results. So here we are in my Xiaomi app, in the sleep part of it, or the sleep analysis part of it. And I've gone back to September 28th at this point. You can see there, it tells me how many hours of deep sleep. Now, it measures the deep sleep by basically how much I'm moving during the night. So the little gadget attached to my pillow, as I move, it's going to move up and down a bit with the mattress moving, and it registers. That's probably going to be into the light sleep part, which is the lighter colour, the darker colour being the deep sleep. So, back on September 28th, deep sleep, 33%. We're going to come forward, 38, 45, 44, 42. So now we're up to October 2nd, and I'm about to swipe into my first night on the Sleeping Duck mattress. 60%. When I looked at that, I was kind of, wow, okay. The next night, 52. The next night, 46. So at first I was thinking, wow, that's almost proof that I'm getting a better night's sleep on this mattress. And then I thought, well, hang on a second, it's a firmer mattress. So as I move on it, maybe my pillow's moving less, therefore it's detecting it more as deep sleep. And that could be the case. I'm not entirely sure. Although the latest one of 46 that indicates it can still come down to those lower levels, but not to 30. So I don't know. I don't know what to make from that, to be honest, if it's worthwhile or not. But I don't know. I thought it was interesting, certainly interesting. So there we go. That's been my experience thus far, 3 days in. I did quite like, I got an email after the first day that I'd had it from their customer service saying, we're just checking in, see how you're getting on, I hope you had a good night's sleep, all that kind of thing. I mean, I'm sure it's just an automated email, but it's quite a nice little touch. So is it worth £550? That's a tough call. I'm not at this point thinking I'm going to ring them and ask them to take it back. Put it that way. So you could argue, yes, it is, but then for someone else, it might have, if you had a better, I had a pretty cheap crap mattress before. If you've got a reasonable mattress, is it worth it? I don't know. I'm not sure it is. Maybe get a topper. I don't know. But at the same time, you've got 100 days to try. So in some ways, why not give it a go? If you've got the storage for your old mattress, why not give it a go? And if you don't like it, you just call them back up and tell them to take it away again. They do ask, I think, that you should try at least 21 days. So maybe I'm a bit premature making this video. Maybe it's going to get even more comfortable after I've used it for long, and it kind of forms, it gets used to you in some ways, I suppose. So there you go, the Sleeping Duck mattress. If you've got one, or if you try one, or if you've got one of the competitors, you've got a Casper, you've got the Premier Inn, drop us a comment down below. Let me know what you think of yours. I'd be really interested to hear. But for now, my name's Andy. I'll catch you all again soon.